Hey Transastic, Hey Transastic, my name is Luke, and this week we are talking about fear of losing hair. I haven't been here for a while, but let's be real, is that new? That's really not. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better at this whole, staying on time and doing things. It's just literally every single time I get to a point where I'm like, finally I can focus on making videos, and I can focus on this and focus on that. Then something happens, and life gets in the way, and that's just how it is. I've been away on the weekend, and I got sunburnt, and then I got sick, and so now I'm sort of finally fighting off a chest infection, and I've been on antibiotics, and it's just not been really fun. But I haven't been sleeping very well because of it, because literally I get to sleep and then I wake myself up by coughing. Really not that pleasant. That's why I seem kind of tired. Because I am tired. Also, another little bit of an update is I'm in a slightly different location. Oh look, you can see like the mirror. That's really funny. I've moved. I'm still in the same building I was in, but I just moved a couple floors up because I don't really know why. They kind of just told me that I had to move up. And I really like my new room because I've actually got natural light. Like, it's like slightly different. I'm really happy because that means I've got natural light to film videos with. Yeah, so that's why I've also been busy, because I've moved twice in the past less than a month. Finally just sorted all my crap out here, so I am able to sit down and actually relax and do something like film a video, which is great. Anyway, on to the topic of this video. Now, to be honest, losing my hair is something I haven't thought about very much. I knew it was a possibility, but I suppose no one in my family on either side have been notably bald. Possibly thin hair, but not really bald that I remember. I know some of my relatives do have hair loss, like I know my uncle's kind of bald, and it's a thing that happens in my family, but it's also something I haven't really thought about because my dad's not bald, and neither of my grandpas were notably bald, like to the point where I consciously thought, oh, they are bald. I'd never really thought it'd be something that I would go through. I guess like in that it's a bit naive of me to sort of not really think about it, but it hasn't proved to be an issue so far. I'm only 19, so who knows what will happen, and if I go bald, I'll go bald, and that's just sort of how it is, and I'm not really too fussed about it. Although I do love my hair, I'm not afraid of going bald, and to be honest, I'd rather be bald and be on T than not be on T and have a head full of hair. I've always had really thin hair, super just scrappy, and I never really liked my hair because I knew it was sort of bad because it was so thin. It would always get, it was very brittle and fragile, and it would always pull out, and it was just not really nice looking unless I put a lot of effort into straightening it and making it really fancy and nice. But I never really did that because I didn't enjoy doing that, and I didn't really care enough to do that. So I'm kind of afraid of it receding, but it already has a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's abnormal. I think I look pretty typical for someone my age, so it's not really something I really think about too much, really, about losing hair. I suppose I should probably give someone some advice when it comes to losing your hair, and I guess that is, if hair loss is so important to you, or if you're so afraid of losing your hair, then that's perfectly acceptable. Everyone's got different things that they're afraid of. Everyone has different things that they have a higher importance. Some people would potentially not want to go on T because they're afraid they're going to lose their hair. That's just how it is. Some people have it. It's a real issue for them. It's something they really struggle with. And if that's for you, that's okay. That doesn't make you any less trans. You don't have to go on hormones. For me, it's like a no-brainer. I would happily shave my head and never grow hair ever again if it meant I could be on T. But that's because for me, my hair doesn't really, it doesn't outweigh the dysphoria, and I would feel okay having no hair or less hair. I say that now with a full head of hair. Just weigh up the pros and cons, and that's with everything. You can't help with what happens, and if you're destined to go bald on T, that's just how it will happen. And that's not a trans thing, cis guys go bald as well. It's something that you may have to go through, and if you have a real issue with that, you can obviously take medication for it. I think there's Rogaine, and there's other stuff that you can do to sort of reduce hair loss, and there are other options. Focus on sort of making sure that you are doing what's best for your mental health. And if this is something that is really going to bother you, then try and find some way to sort of deal with that. Don't do anything you don't want to do, is what I'm trying to say, in a weird roundabout way. You do you, boo. Do whatever you want. This has gone on a weird tangent. I don't really know. I don't really know what to say about this topic, to be completely honest, because honestly, it's something I literally don't think about, which is a bit strange, because I've thought about pretty much everything else when it comes to my medical transition. Would I be okay with never having toe hair? But head hair is something I've just never really sat down and thought, how would I feel if I went bald? Would that stop me from going on T? I never really, really wasn't something that I was too fussed about. And I'm lucky, because for some people it really is an issue. And for some people, you know, they do go bald on TV. That can be quite upsetting and confronting. For me, it's not really that big of an issue. I'm really the least qualified person to ask about this. Again, I'm really sorry for not being regular with videos. I promise I will be from now on, now that I'm all settled in. So I will see you guys next week. I'm answering all questions below if anyone has anything they want to say, or if you want to contact me, all my information is down below. As usual, it's always really there, always has been there. And I will see you guys next week. So catch ya, bye!